Hello everyone and welcome to Tipsy, where we actually provide you with top tips to meet your specific need. So today we are actually going to be sharing with you a top number one strategy that you can actually use to predict basketball matches. So if you're new to this channel, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button and also enable the notification bell icon so as to be the very first to receive new post notifications and updates whenever we create a new video or tutorial. Also, if there are any app that you are actually using to predict basketball matches, then please make sure to leave a comment below this video description so that we are actually going to see which app you're actually using and see how we can actually come out with the best tutorial for that specific app to enable you use it effectively for the best basketball match picks with the app which you are going to comment below this video description. So today, the app which we're actually going to be using for this basketball tutorial is actually an app called SofaScore. To begin with, I'll locate my Play Store and click on it directly. And at the top search of my App Store, I will search for SofaScore app and click on search. This is how it looks like from the inside. If this is your first time to use this app, then please make sure to go ahead to install it successfully. And once the installation has been completed, what you want to do is to locate the open button as you can see here. Click on open and you're actually going to be taken to the inside section of the app. Once you are here, what you want to do as the next step is to make sure to come to this area that says football and change it to basketball, since we are actually concerned with basketball match prediction. Click on it and switch it to choose basketball, as in this case, choose basketball. Once you do that, only basketball matches will actually be displayed to you. The next step you actually want to do is to make sure to actually make use of this calendar icon that you can see here, this calendar icon, by clicking on it and choose what date you actually want to use for the matches to be displayed to you, which you actually want to predict. In this tutorial, I'm going to use the default case, which is the 3rd. And the next step for you is to come to this 3 stripe that you can see here. Click on it and make sure to locate this area that says dropping out and click on dropping out directly. Once you do that, you're actually going to be taken to this area. The next step you actually want to take is to make sure that you come to this section here that says trending out. Click on trending out, and what you are going to see is that they're actually going to display to you the best trending out matches will be shown to you. So you can as well take advantage of these trending out matches for the best pick in this tutorial. Apply the same method once you watch this tutorial to the end. So here, once you are displayed with the various matches as you can see here, the next step you actually want to take is to click on each matches to analyze it from the inside so as to come out with the best pick. As the first case, I will choose this match directly and click on it, and I'll be taken to the inside section of it. Once and as I'm here, what you are going to notice is that this match is displayed to you as you can see here. You are going to see an area here that says full time. In the full time area, you are going to see the odd range that has been given to these various teams. In other words, you can see 1 represent the home team and 2 represent the away team. In other words, you are going to look for the smallest odd. The smallest odd is actually the favorite team. In this case, 2 is the smallest odd, which actually means the favorite team in this case is the away team. In other words, they are actually looking at the possibility of the fact that the away team will actually have a win in this match. But we are not going to conclude here. We are still going to look some other analysis to see which pick we are actually going to come out with based on the inside analysis. Once you see this and you have an idea which team is actually a favorite team, then of course we are going to move to the next step. The next step is to make sure that you actually come to this area here that says standings. Click on standings and you actually be switched to this area. Once as you are here, what you want to do is to locate this position of this team on the stands and see where they are actually found. Now in this case, we have the favorite team in the 9th position. They have actually played 25 games. They have win 13 and lose 11 and have 37 points. As in this case, let me go again one step behind. I think I've made a mistake. Let me come back. You can see that based on the standing area, this team here, they actually have 37 points. As you can see here, 37 points with an average of 0.5, 0.54, as you can see here, as compared to its opponent that is in the last of the table that have played 24 games, 5 wins and 19 losses, 29 points and 0.28 average. In other words, the number 9, the team in the 9th position is the favorite. But of course, we are not still going to conclude here. We still have it in mind that the favorite team have a more chance of winning. But of course, the conclusion cannot be here based on this area. So where our conclusion will come out from is this area that says matches. Click on matches and you'll be taken to this area. Once as you are here, what you want to do is to scroll down to this area that actually says odds. In the odds area, you are going to see percentages of these two teams based on odds and the win rate. You can see that the favorite team here is win rate is 50%, but instead its opponent is actually 56. In other words, they are telling you that even though the favorite team has an odd range of 1.48 as compared to the opponent, you can see that based on the win percentage here as compared to statistics, it is showing that instead the team which is not the favorite has more win percentage as compared to the opponent, which is 50. So in other case, we are not going to select this favorite again as the win because it has already been disqualified based on these analytics. We are not going to end there. Now, in this case, what we want to look at is to come to this area that says head to head and try to look how these teams have actually played based on head to head. And you can see that in this consideration, we actually want to look now only at the average points or the point they will actually have based on this result. So if you analyze two teams and see that there is no favorite team for you based on this display odds and statistic check, then what we want to look at nextly is to look at the average points that they will actually have in this game. So now you want to look at this area here that says team streaks or team strike. As you can see here, just make sure to locate the area where both of the team 2 logo are actually found. In the other cases, we don't have both of the two team logos located. Only locate both of the team logo and only consider that pick as the best pick. In this case, we have the two team logo displayed here. So we're actually going to calculate only the average points for these two match. You can see 162. So we can give a pick as over 150 average or average point in this game. Over 150 is good. Over 140 is good. So those are the best picks. Since we have the range of over 162, we should not go for exactly over 160. Take something lesser like over 150 or over 140. So this will be the best match pick in this game. Make sure to go one step behind. Repeat the same strategy by coming to the next game here. Click on it. Repeat the same step and see which you are actually going to choose. Once you are taken to this area, what you want to do is to again look at this area that says full time to see which is actually the favorite. Here, in this case, the favorite is the home team, having a lesser odd of 1.42 as compared to 2.70. So now we already have an idea that the favorite is the home team, but we are not going to conclude here. We are going to come to standings, as in this case, click on standings and see these teams on the standing table. You can see in this case, both of these teams are actually on almost equal position, 8 and 9. When you have a case like this, never go for a favorite to say that a particular team is going to win because it will not end as a good result. In this case, still go ahead to look only for average points by going to matches to see how they actually perform, to see what points you're actually going to select as average point. We can only go to choose a particular team as favorite if the favorite team, as in this case, where they actually gave us BH, that's B Hezilia as a favorite, was actually at least in the first 5 position or the first 3 playing with the opponent, then we are actually going to consider it as the upper hand. But they have almost the same area on the league table, 8 and 9. It's not a good choice to go for a favorite or to pick a particular team as the winning team. So go to matches, click on it, and once you do that, locate the area where both team logos are found and see which average point they have given them. In this case, it's 154. You can go for over 130 or 140 as the best pick. If you even come again to this odd area, you are going to see here that in the odds, only one team is being located, which is the favorite. But already we have disqualified it, even though they have a win percentage of 83. But because they have almost the same position on league table, we are not going to consider that. You can even see based on head-to-head, you can see that last match played, you can see 79 to 70. The range difference is not big, so we are not going to choose any favorite here. In this case, we are still going to go for average point as over 140 or 130 as the best pick, since both logos are displayed in this area. Repeat the same step by going to the next, click on it as you can see here, click on it directly and you'll be taken to the inside. Repeat the same step by coming to standings. Before standing in the details, to see that the favorite here is the away team, but the away team in the favorite, go to standings and see. In this case, they are in the 6th and in the 11th position. But in this case, you can see that Nest Ziona is actually playing away. So in this case, there is no home advantage. And because it is playing away, you cannot just say, since they are actually in the 6th and in the 11th position, you can see that matches played for this is 21 for the opponent as well, 10 wins, 6 wins as its opponent. Then you can see that the odd difference or the point average, you can see 0.4. This case here is 0.2, which is not a very big difference. If at least this one could have been 0.6 or 0.7 or 0.8, of course, would have considered it. If it was 0.5, for which it was actually the home, it was playing at home, then we would have considered it. But since it is lesser than 0.5 as the average point, as you can see here, and still playing away, then we are not going to consider it because there is no home advantage. In this case, still points, average points will be considered. So come to matches and see the limit where both teams' logo are displayed, and you can see that it's 170. Then you can go for over 150 or 160 or 155 as the best choice. This is how you can come up with the best picks for best basketball matches by taking advantage of trending odds section using SofaScore. So thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment and subscribe, and also enable the notification bell icon so as to be the very first to receive new post notifications and updates whenever we create a new video or tutorial. And see you again in our next episode. Bye-bye.
Now I know my heart is a ghost town.